What is going on, my fellow gaming warriors? Tis the one and blame Truth. The CODfather himself is back. And look, his past two videos, I told you so, and unacceptable. Fantastic, basically breaking down what I'm gonna break down here in a second for you guys. But you're definitely gonna want to listen, because this is, you have to listen to this. You need to. You need to know the truth of what's really going on with Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2-year skip, Infinity Turd, and Activision. It's a freaking, it really is a travesty. It's a freaking train wreck, and they're really robbing people. It's criminal. But also he had a recent podcast with Marksman, which, you know, I was actually introduced to Marksman from Blame Truth, because he sometimes mentions Marksman in his videos, and he just had this little podcast, I guess, episode. He called it the CODcast. But Blame Truth also did one with Narrow Cinema not too long ago. I mean, it's been a little while since he last uploaded, but this is probably going back 3 weeks to a month. Probably say about a month ago he did a little podcast episode with Narrow Cinema. It was longer, you know, it was probably about 2 hours. But dude, I loved it. The last one with Narrow Cinema, and this one with Marksman, like, they were fantastic. I listened to both of them the whole way through, and I could listen to these guys talk Call of Duty all day, because they just hit on everything. And hey, who knows, maybe I'll be on an episode one day, who knows. A younger voice on here, but we agree on the same things. And, you know, I'm still a Call of Duty vet. I may have been younger when I played. We still played the same game, I was just younger. But, yeah, no. But that episode was fantastic, and you gotta listen to that. But, you know, aside from that, I wanna get into the meat and the potatoes, as the BT says, the CODfather says. And, really, first of all, I want to touch on what he's been saying, what I've been saying for a while. This game is not going to last. We were saying this before the game even came out. Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2-year skip was not going to last. There was going to be no content. You know, at least these are the things that I was saying. There's going to be nothing to do. There's going to be no content. There's going to be no maps, no, you know, I don't care what they promise, okay? You know, they promise all these things like, oh, you know, big changes are coming. I don't really know why I did the Kermit the Frog voice there, but it kind of fits. These guys are just, you know, Infinity Turd, Activision. They're just friggin' duddy car salesmen. They're con artists. So that is what I picture them sounding like, Kermit the Frog. But I don't know. Look, the player count has dropped so much. I haven't looked at the Steam charts in a while, but I looked from, you know, Narrow Cinema, Blame Truth, whoever has brought it up. And this isn't like, we're not making this up. And look, the player count, whenever they showed it, it's dropping. Like, the player count is dropping below 100,000. Like, every time I look now, it's like under 100,000 or barely floating above 100,000. And you can say, oh, just wait for season 2. They're gonna add all this new content. Yeah, what are they gonna add? Castle from World at War that they literally just made. They just remade or whatever they brought it back in Vanguard? Are you serious? Are you I don't know how to respond to people who say that. I don't. It pisses me off at the same time. It's funny. It is funny, but it does piss me off at the same time. Like, how can you say with a straight face, I can't wait for season 2 of Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2-year skip. That'd be awesome. How do you get hyped up for Castle? And I heard that, yeah, you're gonna add weapons, yeah. Yeah, how many? There's going to be like 1 or 2 meta weapons, probably, maybe, and then the rest are going to be useless, and you're never going to use them again unless you go for the camo grinding, you know, play on the camo grinding simulator on shipment, and that's about it. Hopefully they don't take that away from Season 2, because I wouldn't count that out, because they're freaking stupid, let's just be honest. But yeah, no, I just looked at the Steam charts, the player count for Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2-year skip, and Warzone 2, and the player count over the past 30 days has dropped about 40%, around 40%. So, and it's going down. Like, it's dropping more and more as time goes on, because they're not doing anything. Like, I can't tell if they're listening and they're just like that incompetent, or if they're listening and they're just not capable of doing anything good, or if they're just not listening at all and they're just waiting for that stupid, you know, premium DLC, bro. Premium DLC, oh yeah. Like all the original, the OG, yeah, can't wait for the OG MW2 maps. Yeah, the OG MW2 maps that they're gonna add in freaking doors everywhere, because Joe Secott has a freaking door fetish, and he is, like, where is this guy? I haven't heard a single thing from him. Who has heard anything from this guy? I could be wrong. I mean, I don't go on Twitter often. I just look, to see the news for Call of Duty pretty much. But I have not heard a single thing from this freaking clown. Joe Secott has not said anything about this game. Like, where is the communication from the devs? Nothing. There is no communication. And whenever there is, I mean, they just said, oh yeah, season 2 is going to be delayed, so it's, February, whatever. I don't even know because I don't care. I'm not even going to play it. I'm just going to be honest. I'm not going to play it because I'm not expecting anything. Everyone's just going to be playing Shipment again. And look, it's just going to be the same thing. It's going to be like Groundhog Day. The same thing's going to happen. Player count's going to drop because there's going to be no new maps added. There's the new map. Yeah, no, IMC1. Look at that new map, you idiot. Look at that castle from Real Guy. Yeah, a freaking map that it's like they can't add anything new. They can't create anything new. They just keep adding like not even average maps. Like, is it even a good map? Would you count Castle as even a decent map? Like, if it's in Vanguard, there's a reason why it's in Vanguard, and it's because it's not good. If people like Castle, I mean, I can't even, never mind. I can't even go there. I really can't right now. But Robert Bowling said this in response to Infinity Turd, Infinity Ward, Infinity Psych Ward, whatever you want to call him. I call him Infinity Turd or Infinity Psych Ward because, I mean, you gotta be nuts to make this game the way it is. And, you just sit around like a turd, pretty much. Like, I'm just gonna be real. You just sit around like a turd. That seems to be the case. How do you make a game this bad? There is nothing to do in the game. I literally can't even think of playing the game where I end up falling asleep. It is that friggin' bad. But, look at Robert Bowling, in an attempt to, what do they call it? Damage control. This is what he's doing, damage control here. Listen, Call of Duty community, you can't talk crap on the game. You almost got me there. For months and then get pissy when they take the appropriate time to address your concerns. Celebrate this delay because it means they're trying to listen to you and act. Like, dude, look, I also know he enlisted in the army, right? Thank you for your service, Robert Bowling. But you couldn't be more wrong here. And look, he's also kind of a Call of Duty vet. He's been around the Call of Duty scene for a while. He used to be the creative strategist or whatever, and the person who's in control of communicating with the COD community. But he left in 2012, I believe, after the Infinity Ward, the original team, that whole fallout. After MW3, he left, and Infinity Ward has never been the same. I'm not saying it's because of him solely, but I'm just saying he was a part of that original team, so I have some respect for him. But he's just so wrong. Like, Bobbert, listen here. Listen to Blame Truth here, okay? Listen, Anthony. The biggest issue, we told them, all this stuff for months, leading up to the full game's release. Been telling them for years even. Yep. And look, now the player base is dwindling, and they're finally acting instead of just listening from the start. The delay is whatever. It's the lack of care. I agree with everything he said there, except for one part. I actually disagree with Blame Truth here. He said they're finally acting. Acting, but to what extent? Maybe I'll agree with you there, but to what extent? I feel like them posting a tweet about Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2 or skip is like a miracle. So I'll give you that. Like, them acting, this is them acting on the game. Just them tweeting about it once. Giving some update, some communication with the COD community, Like, it's that bad. We are stooping down that low. It is an all-new low. It's a whole other level. Like, Infinity Ward says, no HUD? No problem. Hardcore is back. Like, dude, who cares? Hardcore's back. Should have been in the freaking game from the start, damn it. And look, Fall Season 2's multiplayer updates in our studio blog later this week, which that was full of nothing. A whole load of nothing. And, BT says again, taking away a staple mode for 15 years and then putting it back once your game starts dying is not deserving of any praise at all. Treat your effing customers better. Can't say that word because you get I don't know. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. You already know why I'm refraining from saying anything. There's a reason why I don't cuss here, because I'm freaking scared. I'm just gonna be honest. You can't say anything. What can you say? But look, I'm not gonna get into that whole freaking deal. You already know what I'm talking about there. But look, guys, it's just a freaking joke. Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2 or skip. Look, Blame Truth has warned everyone. He's warned you, he's warned me, but he doesn't have to warn me because I've also been joining him in this fight. for the past, however many months this game has been out now. Even before it came out, I've been warning people like, dude, this game's gonna blow. It's gonna be the worst Call of Duty of all time. What do you know? Months later, it is the worst Call of Duty of all time, indeed. The game has been dying like never before. There's nothing to really talk about with the game other than how bad it is. That's just how it's been, the past 2 years of Vanguard. And look, I'm playing COD 4 Remastered here. These are all old gameplays from the summer, I think. But, man, it's... even this game plays so much better. This is probably the best Call of Duty they put out since Black Ops 2. And this isn't even like an original game. This is just a remastered game that they put microtransactions in. It was in the middle of a horrible era of Call of Duty to me. I hated the era. But, we got this out of it as a result of how bad Call of Duty was at that point. And that's why I think a remaster may be coming again, because but you know where I'm going with this, but we're just going to leave it at that. I'll save it for another video. It's kind of a hot take. At this point, I don't even think it's a hot take. I think it's bound to happen. It has to do with another remaster. But before I end it here, I just want to say I put up a poll for you guys saying, to all my fellow gaming G Fuel addict warriors, after the delay, Season 2, what do you think will come of Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2 your skip? And look, most of you know, nothing's gonna happen. Actually, the most that's gonna happen, and I put this as an option, the most that's gonna happen is there's gonna be more bugs than ever. They'll add that. They'll add more bugs than ever introduced into the game, more than Season 1, which is really saying something. Look, this Season 2 is gonna be a freaking joke. It is gonna be an absolute train wreck, an absolute disaster. And look, they're gonna crap their pants with this update. It's Infinity Psych Ward. They're done. They're screwed. Like, they already shot themselves in the foot. Basically, what they're waiting on is that premium DLC without the original Modern Warfare 2 maps from 2009. The original MW2 that was actually good. This is exactly what Infinity Ward does. There seems to be a little cycle here. Again, it's like Groundhog Day. Every single time a new season comes, it's the same freaking thing. Like, they'll tease like, oh, there's going to be 3 new maps, but then they'll release 1 at the launch, like maybe 2 in the middle. 1 will probably get taken down if it's an original map. If it's a new map, quote-unquote, it's just going to be a copy and paste of an IRL location. It'll just get taken down due to copyright issues. Like, dude, I can't do it with this. If you still can't see what's going on here, then you need to open your eyes. You need to wake up. This game is going nowhere. It's going nowhere fast. Actually, but no. Hey, it's going somewhere, though. It's going to the dump. That's where it's going. Okay, but look, I'm going to end it here. If you guys are new, definitely subscribe. Also, comment. Comment what you guys think of this. Come on. You got to agree with me here. You got to agree with me and blame Truth here. And Anthony, if you see this, I'd be more than willing to do a podcast episode with you. Okay? I'm just saying the invitation is open. You're getting a fresh new voice. New on the scene, kind of new. We're talking, I guess I am kind of new, 3-4 months since I've really been uploading this type of content, these commentaries. So hey, fresh new voice, a dude who's been around, who's, I'm probably about 10 years younger than you, but I've played the same games, and even though I was younger, I still played them, and I will go back to play them. I played Black Ops 2 until the modders completely took over, and they erased like all the Treyarch had to delete like all the theater mode clips and everything, and I was really sad about that, because a lot of memories I had through theater mode, okay? And I can ramble on about that, but look, that pisses me off still. It doesn't sit well with me to this day. The modders just took away all those memories for me. I had a bunch of clip screenshots that I loved, and look, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. I'm going to end it here. Again, comment what you guys think. I'm sure you guys agree. If you don't, you're a paste eater. Subscribe if you're new. Like the video if you enjoyed. And I'm a Shashino. Tis been one.